Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is more of Tia. I'm so happy to be here today to talk to you about this. This is something so near and dear to me. I have always been skeptical to talk about it, but I think it's time. To be honest, it's time. I have always felt that guilt, and I will tell you why maybe at the end. Today we'll be talking about Nigeria. Before, I don't want to lose your attention. Please pay attention to this because it's very important. Today we'll be talking about the middle belt, but specifically of Nigeria. Let me talk so that others that are not from Nigeria would also catch the whole vibe, okay? The whole gist. Now, Nigeria is a very powerful country, full of wonderful resources, full of natural resources, full of educated people, full of very wonderful people. Now, how come this same country I am hyping has, I think, is one of the most poverty-stricken country? I don't have the facts, I don't have the proof, but it's one of them. Of course, the truth is it's not even recorded properly, but Nigeria is one of the poor countries we have. Why? Now, let's go back a little bit and get a little bit of history here. Nigeria is that country that was doing very well. Now, before it became a country. So, Nigeria was doing very well. And when the colonial masters came, they helped us, okay? When they came, they saw this wonderful group of people with several ethnic groups. They said, bro, we need to put you guys together and we'll name you Nigeria. Now, Nigeria was an empire that could be matched with any empire in the world before they came. We were highly skilled, highly organized, highly everything, okay? I mean it. But when they came, they decided to put this group of people together. Now, in the 1914, this all happened. I'm trying to do history in summary here. Now, when all of this happened, of course, there will be confusion. You can't bring over 300 ethnic groups together and everything should just be okay. And that's exactly what happened. Now, we have the North, we have the South, and the East. Now, all of these people, don't forget the North are mostly, I do not want to forget that there are people in the real North that are not Muslims, okay? But the North are mostly Muslims. And for the South and the East are mostly traditionalists and Christians. Now, when you bring these two and decide to say, oh, the North should be the leaders, should take the leadership, and they were ruling with iron fist, like, we are going to lead and we will remain there. And now, with people from the South and North, which were highly educated as well, the North are educated, but the South and East are highly educated as well. How would you insist that one side of the country should rule the whole country for a long time? Now, it brought about a messy fight. Now, what is that? When there's a messy divorce, of course, the kids are caught in between the whole mess, okay? Now, who are the kids? Middlebelt, because we are not identified. We are not respected. We do not know who we are. And now I want to tell you few reasons why we are not identified. Firstly, I think our location is a reason why we are the kids and we are not identified, because everywhere you go, when you ask about Nigeria, it's Wazobia. Period. Every other tribe is not recognized. I know there are other tribes like Igbo and other tribes in the South or East, South, but at least we even know about them. But there are numerous in the middle belt. Funny enough, we have the highest tribes in the whole country, just danced in the middle belt. Now, for location, we are sandwiched between two powers, okay? Boom. and not identified. That's what happened to us. Okay, nobody knows about this group of people, and we have a lot of tribes in the midst of us there. So if you have Kaduna, in Kaduna we have about 10 tribes in just the southern part of Kaduna. In Plateau State we have at least 8 tribes. Okay, that is a state alone. Now there's TV, what we call TV, and other tribes as well, all in this same, just 3 states I'm calling out right now. Now, what has happened? We are not united. We do not speak the same dialect, and we are there with no leadership, and we are not recognized as well. Why did I say we're not recognized? I served in Benue. Igbo people were highly danced in that Benue camp. And what happened? Every of them called me Hausa girl. When I came to the US, everyone would be like, oh, you're Hausa. And I'm like, no, I'm not Hausa. People do not identify. They do not know us. Just leave it like that. Yes, you are Hausa. And that is the problem. First of all, we are not Hausa people, but we are not recognized. When you go to Yoruba land, the only people that will know us are the people that either served in the north or all these Igbo people that had shops in the north. They do not know any other thing. Or other people, I know there are people that would know, but trust me when I say most people do not know that there are people in the middlebelt that are not Hausa. When I say I'm from Kaduna State, people be like, oh, you're Hausa. I'm not Hausa. Now I'm going to dive into the real gist. This is where I'm actually taking you gradually into the gist. Now, the North have their agenda. They love that leadership, okay? That is fine. I don't have a problem with who loves leadership, who doesn't love leadership. But of course, you know that these things would not last because everyone is getting civilization to the core and everyone wants to have a voice. Now, for the middle belters, we do not have any voice because we're not recognized by the South. We're not recognized by the North. East would not recognize us. People are shouting Biafra, Biafra. The South are now shouting and screaming. Trust me when I say the Eastern people who lived with us in the North or the Middle Belt knew what was happening to us. No one was talking. The papers were not picking up these things. All of these things were happening because they thought, oh, they're just an ethnic group. They're just tiny. Nothing is happening. No, you know what? They're just dealing with themselves. I remember when there was crisis in Kafanchan, the Igbo people were like, oh no, it's crisis between yourselves. Not until they started burning down buildings or shops that were owned by the Igbo people. That was when they knew that this fight was more than ourselves. Okay, now this agenda has been there, but no one recognized it. No one was coming to our aid. There are IDP camps. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody's hearing about it. If you hear anyone talking about it, I know there's a Comfort Dengana somewhere that is talking about Kaduna because she's from Kaduna. There are other people who would come and talk about these things, but nobody would listen. Why? Because it's the middle belt. No one knows about it. Now, when they say Biafra, we'll keep screaming. I'm not saying they're not being touched, okay? But the people who are receiving the real impact of this thing is the middle belters. But guess what? We can't talk because first of all, we are not together. We all have our tribes. So who is coming out to say, oh, I'm going to lead you guys? No, we are the leader. We are the leaders. We are the leaders. From this tribe, no one agrees. Now, I am so pained. I'll be all over the place. But trust me, I would come one after the other with facts. I just want to give you an intro of what we are facing in the Middle Belt, especially Plateau State, Benue State, and Southern Kaduna. These are the places that I know of high IDPs. I'm not disregarding any of the Middle Belt, okay? I am saying these are the places I know that have the highest IDP camps so far. These people come in and attack a whole village and no one hears about it. No one is saying anything. People from the middle belt cannot talk because it does not hold water. It does not make sense. There are so many people who came out and did campaigns, and all we do, I'm so hurt because I said it. If we keep pushing this thing, it's coming closer to home. It is already home. I spoke to an Igbo man. I said, trust me, you think this is done to us? They know that we are strong. And when they're done with us, they will come to you guys. And guess what? I spoke about this. It's still on social media. I said it last year. You guys should wake up, because whatever is happening will happen to everyone, because it's a plan. No one listened. No one listened. And now everyone is screaming. Everyone is shouting. And we're used to it. This is like, oh, hello. Oh, you guys are having the impact right now. It's too late. We've been suffering. We've been enduring. And we no longer have a voice. We no longer could be heard because we are not recognized. Now, why am I speaking? Because if I don't speak, I'll be held accountable. I spoke last year, but I spoke with fear. Let me not lie, because most people have been silenced. Most people have, in Kaduna State, if you protest at the moment, you'll be fired from your job. Who does that? No one. But Nigeria. And why did that happen? I'm taking it back to history again. It is because you put together people that cannot work together. It cannot happen. Now, I am not saying that Nigeria should be divided. No. I'm not saying that. I don't have the remedy. But all I'm trying to bring out today is the Middle Belt also should have a voice. They should be heard. We should be recognized. I don't know how, but I just want to bring out facts that have been happening on ground that no one is talking about. Kidnappings are happening every time. I am so pained because it is intentional. I don't know who is the root cause. If the government would say, do not pay ransom, I don't know what they mean. I expect them to say, yo, we'll pay ransom for you. If you pay ransom, you will be jailed. Who does that? When someone is kidnapped, the government does not do anything about it. But if you do something to redeem your own family member, you will be put to jail. You will be fined. Who does that? Who does that to his citizens? It's just people who never care or care less about their citizens. And now, kidnappings are happening in the Middle Belt more than any other place. I know the South are screaming, the Eastern people are screaming, but if I tell you on a daily basis that someone related to me is affected by this thing called kidnapping, you wouldn't believe it. And I'm saying this, every day someone is being kidnapped. Every day someone is being kidnapped. It is no longer adults or men that could take all the pressure that comes with being kidnapped for a month. They stopped kidnapping students that at least could walk miles. Now they kidnap toddlers. Where are we going to? Who would help us? And trust me when I say, you won't come to the US and see any northerners seeking for asylum. You won't see them. They do not have a voice. They would still remain in their land, and they're still fighting. And no one knows. No one is hearing about these people. No one understands the pain. We do not go to the farms anymore. No one can go to the farm. And trust me when I say the Middle Belt is where all of the food can come from. Now we can go to the farm. We cannot yield anything. When you go there, you're going to die there. They're going to kill you. Who is going to come to our aid? And nobody can hear from us. No one is talking. No one is talking. People are being kidnapped. You can't go to the farm. Now, let me give you, I told people this is a recycle of poverty. If God forbid someone kidnaps me, my whole family has to contribute a minimum of 2 million naira. I don't know how much that is in dollars, but if that happens, and how much is the minimum wage, everybody has to contribute. Now, when everyone contributes in the next month, another person will be kidnapped. And we all contribute. We all go to work so we can save money to pay ransom. That's exactly how our country is running right now, especially in the middle belt. All we do is pay ransom for our families to be at home. And when they come back, my pain is they don't even come back okay. Only God knows if they're injected with anything. And even if they are not, the trauma alone is enough. These people are not taken care of. We are not even equipped to take care of people with trauma. And they come back, fit in back into the system, fit in back into their communities, and they are expected to function right. It does not work that way. Where are we heading? I do not know, but I'll be bringing facts to you from now on. A little segment. I will still have my fun part. Don't get me wrong. I'll have every other thing on this channel, but I will still be bringing to you things that are happening on ground, life that cannot be covered on papers. These are things that happen from kidnapping to killings, and may not be putting videos because they are things that would give you chest pain. But I would be saying these things as they are. I know it will cost me a lot because people don't want to hear the truth. But we have to speak out. The middle belt they have to be heard as well. Nobody's saying anything. And if you speak, you'll be silenced. So from now on, I guess I'll be giving you a little bit of what is happening in the middle belt. And if you know better, please send me information so we'll be able to talk about them as well. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I would talk about this thing. I know, because I have always been scared. But right now, I tell you the truth. I know that if God has put in words into your mouth and you refuse to let them out, you give account of them. And I know if I don't speak up, I'll give account of the words that God has put into my mouth. Now I'll speak up for Southern Kaduna. Now I'll speak up for the Middle Belt. I'm not looking for anything in return, but all I'm saying is let the truth be told. Thank you guys for sticking. I know this is a long video, but trust me, every other video that will come after this one would be short and precise and just telling you what is happening in the Middle Belt. Thank you so much, guys, for sticking with me. Love you guys so much. Make sure you like, share this video. This is very important. Share this video and make sure you subscribe so that others will be able to watch this video and know what is happening in Nigeria. And hopefully, people from the East and the West will stop calling us Hausa. Hopefully, one day, they will stop calling us Hausa. I'm not mad at you, but it's fine. Let's get to understand. I am a Nigerian. You are a Nigerian. You should know who Nigerians are, right? Respect us as well. We're part of the country. We need to be heard. Thank you guys so much. Bye.